Hey everybody, it's Jason Kendrick, the metaphysician, your personal growth anti-guru, here to spread peace through understanding. So I know I just posted one not too long ago, and I'm kind of on a roll because I'm really excited about my new project. Conscious Communication is my new project. It's a workshop, seminar, and a book that I'm working on right now, and I want to give you guys a little preview of it because I believe there's nothing more important right now in the world than conscious communication, than understanding and as divine law would have it, and synchronicity and all. I was at my Course in Miracles class, getting my course on, as it were, and during part of the lesson, the course teacher talked about how there can be no peace without understanding, and with understanding there's peace. So, lesson being, if you're out of peace, if you're not experiencing peace, then you don't understand. And in my own life experience, that has been so true because, let's just say meeting new people. You meet somebody and they trigger all your prejudices, all your stereotypes and everything, and then you actually talk to them. You actually get to know them, you actually get to understand who they are, their situation, where they came from, and then you're at peace. Then you know them, you love them, they're your favorite people. However, initially, they may not have been. Your prejudices, you know, just flew all over the place. So it's that not understanding, it's that being out of the know that causes us the most discomfort. And so through the past couple of years, I've been really doing a lot of personal development, really learning about myself, learning about who I am in the world. And, a lot of those things have really congealed into this conscious communication. Um, I can go through so much. There's so much information, so much data, so many exercises that we can go over. However, just to give you a little tidbit on what you can expect as I go forward, as I present workshops and stuff. For those of you who have seen me, you probably, you may or may not remember, but anyway, when I would do a talk, inevitably, at some point during my talk, I would almost always say and, express that 99.9% of the time, you're never really talking to anybody else. You're only really talking to yourself because from the time that thought goes through your head, out your mouth, into somebody else's ear, through their prejudices, processes, programming, social economic background, whatnot, what they hear you say isn't what you said, or at least it wasn't what you intended. It's like that telephone game you played as a kid where they line 5 to 10 of you up. They would whisper something in the first kid's ear, and then that kid would whisper to the next kid, and so on and so forth. And by the time we got to the last kid, it wasn't anything like what was initially said. And that's because you don't normally hear what people say, you hear what you think they say, or you hear what you're creating from the words they're using. That's why there can be 20 people at an accident or an event, and you get 20 different explanations, 20 different stories, because it's what they got from it. So that may have been a nice thing to say, maybe a nice thought process or a nice brain teaser, but what do you do with that? And so that having been my thought for so many years, now I've learned a few more things. I've done a lot more practicing, a lot more studying, and so I've understood now a better way, or better ways, I should say, of communicating with people. You can start off by finding their hierarchy of values, what's important to them, and how to better communicate with them. And this works really well with different age genres. Parents to children, grandparents to children, even different socioeconomic backgrounds. When you understand what is important to somebody, you know better how to communicate with them. There are the 4 basic personality types, the 4 energy types that when you know where somebody falls, you know better how to communicate with them. If they're a controller or a supporter or an analyst or promoter, or if you want to talk about energy types, there's the interrogator, the aloof, the Pollyanna, the woe is me. These are all different types, and having an awareness, and they're simple keys. They're simple. I mean, these things are so simple to pick up if you just listen. And within 5 minutes of talking to somebody, you can usually tell in what 4 categories they fall and what maybe are their hierarchy of importance, or at least you can get an idea. And then you have things like NLP, where you have mirroring and body language and things. And that's what's really amazing about this, and why I'm so excited about putting this together and presenting it to you, is that 93% of communication is nonverbal. However, for us to get a point across, 99% of the time, it's a verbal exchange. So how can we best utilize our verbal exchanges? How can we best communicate? How can we best get our point across in a way that somebody else might actually understand and get value out of? And that's the whole point. So stay tuned, because there will be more coming, and I'm thinking of doing probably little snippets of the bullet points of the course, so that you can, a little education-based marketing, for lack of a better term, give you a little teaser, so that you know what you get into, you know what you may take away from this training. So thank you so much for spending your time with me again. I look forward to doing some more of these, and I look forward to doing the new conscious communication workshops with you. So keep your eyes peeled, and I'll put it out there when it's ready to go. All right? Love you guys. See you next time.